which was pretty cool. How much did you pick it up for? Like 300?
No, 360.
Oh.
And then I sold it short at 525. I didn't see the car market going wild. All right, so today this is the car that is on the chopping block. This is a 94 Toyota Supra. It's a right-hand drive car with a non-turbo manual 2JZ.
Supra.
This car was fitted with an additional turbo kit, so now it is a single turbo 2JZ, GE, or something like that. I don't really know a lot about Supras, but this is a factory car. It's not in that bad of a condition. It's fairly nice. I mean, it has some power. It's probably got, you know, a little bit of bumper issues and some paint, but overall, I mean, can you close the hood, Mario, so they can see it? With the respect of the ridiculous wheels that are on it, this is a good looking car. So the paint is only bad in the bumper and there. The rest of the paint looks okay. It's polished out pretty well. It's got exhaust, it's got some decent mods. It has a nice shifter, some cloth seats. I don't know, I think this car all day is worth mid 60s. Let's see if we could trade it for a Ferrari. Sounds cool. Nitrous buttons work. This is actually a really nice car. Like, it drives great. It's smooth, has good transition. I mean, I would put like a doubled-in radio here, you know? I'm assuming that this is all just because of like a decat. You know, it's got a cat coat and engine light. We're at a dealer called Mint Imports. This guy specializes in importing Japanese right-hand drive cars. So I figured, what better place to take this car than him?
No, maybe go shopping while we're at it, huh?
I am. I'm gonna see if we can trade. There's a car in here that I want, and I've agreed to trade this car. So if he wants it, then we're gonna trade. You selling that?
Yeah, eventually. Yeah, this one just came in. I need to sell all the cars, to be honest.
I mean, if you're a dealer, you gotta sell all the cars, right?
Yeah, but sometimes I get too attached to my cars. So
I'm right there with you, man.
it's like, I wish I was like a multi-millionaire and I'll be like, yeah, you know what, I'm not doing business anymore.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think this car, it actually runs really good. I drove it all the way over here. This is the first time I drove a car.
Yeah, 2JZG. Seriously? You don't drive cars?
First time I drove this car.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of other cars that I like driving.
Yeah, 2JZG. So it's factory 5-speed. So it's an NA converted to a turbo.
Yeah, I mean, I think they put a turbo kit on an NA motor,
Yeah.
right? Because it's single turbo. It's not like, it's all modded. I mean, it's a nice thing. There's no real leaks or anything on it. I think, I mean, everything works, you know, AC blows, all that stuff works good. So there's a check engine light and a cat code. I think it's just related to the turbo kit.
Turbo kit, maybe.
Yeah. Honestly, bro, I don't like these JDM cars, man.
Really?
Like, I went through, see, I bought the LFA, and then I was like, oh, I have to have them all.
Yeah.
So I just went, I bought this, dude, I bought a 7,000 mile RX-7
Yeah.
that was completely mint. Perfect for like 50K. And I never even drove it, bro. I just parked all these cars there, and I went through this whole buying thing, Supras and NSXs and R34, all these cars, 33, and I never used one of them. I mean, I drove the LFA because that was like a dope ass car.
The LFAs are really nice. I'd buy one of those.
Yeah, and I had the only orange one, which
How
was
much
pretty
did you
cool.
pick it up for? Like 300?
No, 360.
Oh.
And then I sold it short at 525.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Well, the market now is worth 800. They're crazy. One just sold for like 850 on Bring a Trailer.
That's crazy.
I didn't see the car market going wild, you know? Like, I know it was going to go up, but I didn't know it was going to go like that.
Well, how long is the market going to go up for?
On LFAs, I think they're going to keep climbing.
But,
you know?
Well, in general, in period.
I think it's going to keep going up. I mean, I don't see... No one wants any of the new cars. That's the problem.
Well, that's...
You go to a dealer and you go buy a brand new car today, and it's just like they're all junk. This is the car I came here for. I'm hoping to make a deal and trade the Supra for this 456. Now this is a British Racing green on tan. 6-speed manual, gated, 4-seater Ferrari. Now, yeah, it's pretty much the ugliest Ferrari ever made. I mean, maybe the Mondial is a little bit uglier, but it's pretty freaking cool. I personally think that this car is so unique and so fun looking that, I don't know, I've never driven one, so maybe they drive terribly. For me to trade the Supra for this car, I would do that. Now, this one's in I don't want to say terrible condition. It's actually kind of a poor representation. I've got to take this call. Hey, sorry, I had to take that phone call. Anyways, this car is dope. I love it, and I'm hoping we make a deal here. If not, oh well, I'm not gonna be super sad. I think that this would be such a great project, and maybe even a good idea just to toss it up on Bring a Trailer and see what someone else wants to pay. I think that this car brings $90,000 to $100,000 if it's semi-restored. Right? Now that's going through the engine, going through the services, taking it to Ferrari, getting all the work redone, the bearings, the bushings, all this stuff. So I think that's probably a $25,000 to $30,000 service. So I think that the price of this car has to be in the low 40s. And that's where about, I think it might sell at. I don't really know, but I'm hoping to make a deal. So I'm gonna go over here and talk to these guys and see if we can make something happen.
I heard that conversation. Twin turbo Aventador, huh?
That was Dallas Performance I called. My twin turbo setup is installed in the Aventador. I have the newest Aventador they've done. So because I have a rear wheel steering car, we had to adjust the charge pipes, and they just called me to tell me that they had finished that. So about 15 to 20 days away from that car being complete. Like, I would send it to Ferrari and do like a 25K service on it, get the motor out and all that stuff. That's the problem with those cars, is that you either sell it dirt cheap or you put crazy money into it to get like a decent return. It's like one or the other. There's really no buyers in the middle that are willing to be like, oh, I'll give you $65,000 for it because I know it's worth $150 if I do all this money. Right? They want it to be turnkey, perfect, or dirt cheap so they can do this stuff. You know, I have an F40 and I bought that car, I don't want to say cheap, I bought that car for an average price. And I sent it to Ferrari, bro, the service bill's over $100,000.
Well, yeah, it's Ferrari.
But it runs and drives, it looks fine. And I was like, what is going on here? You know, like, how could this be this much money? So anyways, I mean, I have to write the check, you know? Because if I want to sell that car, no one's going to buy it without the service. Or I sell it for dirt cheap and someone buys it.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Miguel Zaragoza, owner of Minco Imports. We import right-hand drive specialty cars and whatnot, mostly classics and exotics.
We made a deal, and here's his title, and here's my title. I had to give him some money on top because apparently Toyotas aren't worth the same money as Ferraris, but I don't know, I think at the end of the day,
hey, if you're happy, I'm happy.
I think we're both happy, but I don't know, it's my first Supra I ever drove. I like that car, but this is also his first Ferrari, so I think it works out, you know? I'll let you know on the drive back.
So you traded your Supra for a Ferrari?
I traded my Toyota for a Ferrari, yeah.
Guys, make sure you follow Mint. If you ever want a right-hand drive car, reach out to them. This is the guy.
Yeah,
so
honestly,
tell him we sent you.
He's gotten so many cool cars. I mean, if you look over there, they've got some dope-ass Porsches too. That's kind of my next thing. I want one of those old Porsches. Now it's time to drive our first 456 GT.
They're pretty fast, to be honest. I think it's faster because it's NA, so
Yeah, it's good.
I believe it's faster.